Hello YouTube, welcome back to the channel. I just want to finish my thought on the quote of the day this morning. The reason I said don't be disrespectful, but don't be a pushover is because I've learned over the years, if you let somebody push you around and practically run your life, now this is for everybody, not just me, or not just people with disabilities as well. Is I've learned over the years that you don't get anything you want, you let somebody push you around. Okay? We have such a thing called goals and dreams. And one of my goals was to get married one day, have a family, and I thought I had met the right person for that, to make that happen one day. But unfortunately, we got separated for 20 years until we found each other again. But when we found each other again and I asked her to move down here, unfortunately, she had a bad car accident. And I found out that her mama had took her rights away from her because they said her mental state wasn't correct or right. But, you know, when you let somebody take over your rights, that's what's going to happen. It's going to mess with your mental state. It's going to make you let people run all over you. It's going to not let you make the best decisions for you. Okay? You are one person. Everybody has the right to live their own lives if they can. Now, there's a lot of people out there, don't get it messed up. There's a lot of people out there that can't do that, and I'm understandable to that because you can't communicate. You can't make decisions. You don't have movement. Those I understand. But if you have a mind of your own and you can communicate, which means you have a voice, those are the people I'm talking about. Okay? And when I say pushovers, I mean, there was a couple times she did try to stand up to the guardian, but then she would go behind my back and people would talk about me when I wasn't there and telling her I was making her make the wrong decisions and pretty much get into her head. The only thing I was doing is trying to get her to understand. You've already lost a lot of your ability. Why let somebody else take the rest of the ability that you have to be able to function and to be able to make your own decisions? Okay? And I guess she got so tired of it that she didn't want to disrespect her mama, which I'm not telling anybody to disrespect her mama. Your mama gave you life. But at the same time, you can't be pushed over by your mother either. Or your guardian, or your whoever raised you. Okay? Because there's such a thing called self-respect. And there's this famous saying out there that if you want respect, you got to give respect. Which, when I've seen her double teamed, which means if she doesn't do what the mama says, the group home will kind of help the mama out and try to talk to her. And eventually, she got tired of it and she cheated on me. So when I found out that she cheated on me, I left the business I worked so hard at to get people to stand up for themselves. Because I could not be around her with her boyfriend rubbing it in my face. Because when my father died, I went up there for a day. Okay? And I had to see that firsthand. But it's not just about her not being able to make her decisions. It's manipulation as well. Because people made her feel so guilty about the decision she was trying to make that she just gave up. And I just gave up because I didn't want to get yelled at by the group home, by the job I was working for, and whoever else had they sent after me. So I just give up myself. And it's hurt me for the last almost 2 years. Because that was my best friend. And I just recently had money taken from me because I was trying to help somebody else. Okay? So that's why I say don't be a pushover. Because the more you let people push you over, and the more you let people run your life, and you not taking control of your own life, it's going to ruin you because it ruined mine. That's how I know. Okay? So, and I said many times before, she's part of the reason I started this channel. Because she didn't have the right to be pushed over, but unfortunately she let it happen because she thought she had no choice. Because if she stood up to her mama, people would tell her that she was being disrespectful. Okay? That's manipulation. Okay? Because if anybody else out there that was not disabled and could communicate for themselves, who was perfectly normal, they would not do that too. They would say no, we have to let them live their own lives. Okay? So this is why I say, don't be disrespectful, but don't be a pushover either. Because unless you want to end up in mine and her shoes, now you know why I said that. Thank you. I appreciate you. Please remember to like and subscribe and share the videos. It helps me out a lot. Thank you so much.